How do you know you've been sued and that you've got to do something? Well, that takes us to this week's case. It involves a real organization, St. Francis Assisi in San Francisco, that wanted to bring claim against a number of terrorist organizations. These terrorist organizations were raising money in order to basically kill and injure Christians in Syria and Iraq. Well, they wanted to sue these guys and prevent them from doing that through getting a judgment against them that basically would take their money away. They brought claim, and when they brought claim, they filed it in San Francisco. But now, when you bring claim, you need to actually give notice of the people that you have brought that claim. And how do you give notice to these people? Well, that became the big issue here. Now, traditionally, notice is given by actually physically delivering the complaint to the person being sued so that they actually know that they've been sued, that they've got to do something. If they don't, they'll be found in default. In this instance, one of the defendants, al-Ajmi, was a guy that was a shadowy character out there somewhere in the world. These guys, St. Francis Assisi, knew that he had a presence on LinkedIn, also on Facebook, and also on Twitter, had a big following on Twitter. So they went to the court and they said, can we serve him through Twitter by just giving him notice that this is the complaint that's been filed against him and deliver the complaint in that manner, at least notice of the complaint in that manner. Well, the U.S. magistrate that was charged with hearing this heard the arguments and agreed that service could be had by Twitter. Now, apparently, in researching the cases, this is the first and only time so far that service has been allowed in this manner. Now, there's some concern here whether or not he will actually receive notice of this, but service has been allowed in the past on Facebook, LinkedIn, and by email. Now, there is a difference between serving somebody who is outside the United States versus somebody who is inside the United States. Under the federal rules, in order to serve somebody inside the United States, you need to deliver the complaint and give it to that individual personally. However, if you're serving a foreign defendant, somebody who resides outside the United States, there are various treaties that exist that dictate the way in which service can be taken place. But in this instance, there wasn't a treaty dealing with the country where this guy may have lived because it wasn't certain where he was. And since he was so amorphic and out there as a shadowy character, the court said, okay, you can serve him via Twitter. Okay, so what do we learn from this case? What we learn from this case is that the law is evolving, and that we have new approaches that exist in technology, obviously email, Twitter, Facebook, which are now allowing notice to be given to somebody that they have been served with a complaint, that a lawsuit is brought against them, and that in fact they need to do something or they're going to be found in default. Okay, we bring you this case, we bring cases every week so you understand how the law works. I'm David Allen.